Alright, episode 3. Last time out, 4 wins out of 4. Couldn't have asked for much better than that. Anyway, you'll notice, a new month, which means a new youth scouting report. So that's what we're going to have a look at first. Alright, you'll see here a few names that won't really be making it through. Will Mitchell, he's gone. We're going to go down to Hugh Davis. He's not got the potential, so he's going to go as well. Francesco Mancini, he's safe, but Marco Rizzo, nope. And Thibaut Andrieu, not a chance. Not safe at all. So we've got 3 youth players left. We've got Max Mitchell with the 94 potential right there. We've got Max Robinson, who's a steady left back, who we might be calling up as soon as he turns 16. And Francesco Mancini, who's also got a 94 potential. Okay, now that that's done, let's go into our first game of the episode, which is the Least Knock-On Trophy game against Forest Green. The first chance came in the 4th minute here as Brennan picks up the ball. He passes it off to Jonsson. Finds Davis in a bit of space, manages to turn his man, but strikes the ball over the bar. Just over a quarter of an hour in, LeBlanc passes the ball back to Moore. Davis yet again in that space on the edge of the box, finds McAvoy, passes it into the box, and Brennan is dispossessed just before he can pull the trigger. 32 minutes in here and Mills has the ball on the left wing, decides to run, pass it off to Mikulski, but a terrible cross means that they don't get very far. Forest Green yet again on the attack. Dawson finds Mikulski just on the edge of the box, passes the ball off to Winchester, who's not closed down, and Romero pulls off a decent save. As you can tell here, we've been peppered by Forest Green in the first half as Dawson has the ball, gives it off to Adams, finds Winchester, gives it back to Dawson with ease, but the strike is nowhere near the target. Alright, first chance of the second half here, and Winchester has the ball, he's dragging it forwards, making sure that he can gain as much ground as he can before passing out to Mikulski and forced a diving save out Romero. Hughes has the ball on the right wing here. Morecambe finally have an attack in the game. Davis gives the ball to Jonsson. A bit of bumbling in the box, and somehow he's managed to turn it past the goalkeeper to give Morecambe the lead. Albeit undeserved, but I'll take it nonetheless. Morecambe are 1-0 up. You can see here the ball is bobbling round the defender and the striker. The striker gets tripped, but he gets the ball in the back of the net. Right, Hughes, yet again, he's on the attack here. He's running at the defence. He tries to cross the ball into the box, but it curls the wrong way and goes out of play. Alright, 7 minutes to go. Morgan tries to fight off Shepherd. He manages to get the cross in, though. The ball comes back to Collins and forcing another diving save out of Romero at the near post. But that means, because of that save, Morecambe 1-0 winners in this tie against Forest Green. Seems like we've found our feet here, 5 wins in a row, and we're going into this one at Moss Rose against Macclesfield. Alright, the first chance of the game is in the 7th minute here. Ritchie has the ball. He decides to pass it off to Clark, who's got an open lane towards a goal, but fires it high and wide of the target. Xavier here on the right hand side gives it off to Eklund. Gives it back to Xavier, but his strike is wide of the target yet again. Bailey here on the right hand side gives it on to Ritchie. Eklund back to Ritchie, spots a gap, runs through it, and a decent finish there for the debutant. And let's just say that this guy was he's just walking this game. Considering he's one of the lowest rated players in the squad at the moment, he is absolutely walking it, and that finish sums him up. Anyway, Bailey gives it off to Ritchie, tries to cross it into Clark, and Bailey heads the ball off to Eklund on the edge of the area, and he's proving yet again that his finishing is poor. I just wanted to show that. How is that not a penalty on Eklund? Jan Eklund, that is. Lucas has the ball, gives it off to Ritchie. Nice little 1-2 with Clark, and like I said before, he was absolutely running the show in this game. That little 1-2 filled all the defenders, open lane to the goalkeeper, and absolutely smashes it past him. You'll see here, decent finish yet again. I lost of words with him. He's actually brilliant. But anyway, Gubbins has the ball on the right hand side for Macclesfield. Their first attack of the game, gives it off to our loney player Alfond, and his strike is blocked by Leisman. Fair enough. I think that they should have had a penalty as well. So the ref's evened it up. Right, Stevens here on the attack again for Macclesfield. Spots the run of their striker, decides to go with Neuer there, but his strike doesn't really trouble Romero. Okay, Osadibe has the ball on the edge of the box, heads it off to Archibald on the left hand side. Stevens has the ball now, fooled Leisman into moving aside, and Well, there's not much you can say about that. The defender's moved out of the way and there's not much the keeper can do. We've lost our clean sheet right at the end there, and that is how it finished. It is 2-1 to Morecambe at Moss Rose. Decent game there. Right, funnily enough, our scouts have actually come back with some decent players. So we've got a Ascari Joel from Finland, 94 potential. We're going to sign him straight up from Jerry Brennan. And from Juan Torres, we have Thomas De Haan, who is a defensive looking player, 87 potential. We're going to sign him up. Morecambe are on a roll at the moment. 6 wins out of 6. And we've got Plymouth at home at the Globe Arena. Alright, we have the first chance of the game here. Nearing us straight off kickoff. We start off pretty quick in this one. As LeBlanc finds Xavier. Xavier finds Johnson. And yet again, I always forget that he's not got a right foot whatsoever. But anyway, Plymouth come at us on the attack. McFadzean has the ball, dribbles around the edge of the box, gives it off to Sarcevic, but his spinning shot is not a problem for Romero. And almost bang on 18 minutes into the game, we have a corner. McAvoy whips it in. LeBlanc can't quite head the ball, and yet again, I go with Johnson's weak foot. The next chance in the game, Xavier has the ball in the middle of the park, gives off to McAvoy with loads of space, gives it off to LeBlanc, spots Johnson, and this time on his right foot, forces a good save out the goalkeeper. McAvoy, 7 minutes before the half, gives off to LeBlanc, nice little 1-2 with the midfielders there. The keeper forces a good save, and I think that has to be miss of the season as it goes out for a throw-in from Xavier. And I think the last chance of the first half here as McFadzean runs down the left-hand wing, gives it off to Byron Moore, and his long-distance header loops wide of the target. Okay, Plymouth started off the better side in the second half as the ball is fed through to Grant, open lane to the goalkeeper, and yeah, on this difficulty, they're not going to miss those, and there's no defensive pressure whatsoever, and Plymouth have the lead. Anyway, 66 minutes into the game, Plymouth have a corner here. The number 6 heads it across the box, and somehow their number 5 is denied by the goalkeeper. Pino, anyway, gives off to De Silva, finds Davis running through. The defenders slack on marking. He turns and puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-1 in the game, and that's Nicholas Davis' first goal of the season right there. Nice little intuitive play from De Silva, and a left-footed strike from Davis. Okay, we're into added time here. McAvoy has the ball on the edge of the box, gives it off to Alvarez. Bailey doing exactly what De Silva did before, but this time for the striker, and his right-footed strike means that we take all 3 points from this game with De Silva's first goal of the season as well. And you can just see here, a player who doesn't really play that much. He was brought in to be an impact player, and he surely has made an impact, striking it into the side netting, meaning we take 3 points from our home game against Plymouth. Right, decent episode so far, and here's our last game of today. It's away at Priestfield Stadium against Gillingham. Well, seemingly like a lot of the games so far this series, this game started quickly, and before the 3rd minute, this chance started with Charles Cook trying his luck from distance, but his shot is blocked inside the box by the defenders. Cisse has the ball here, pass off to Hanlon. Byrne now back to Hanlon on the edge of the box. Nice little interception there from Leisman, getting out to Mark Hanlon and manages to force him away, only for a short amount of time as he receives the ball yet again, but strikes high and wide of the target. Half an hour in now as Mandron passes the ball off to Hanlon, who seems like the man in the moment at the moment, more slack with his marking, decides to back off all the way, move aside, and Hanlon uses his pace to get past Moore and slam it straight into the bottom corner to make it 1-0 to Gillingham. McAvoy here for the first chance for Morecambe in the game, passes off to Bailey, gets past his man, and a decent finish with his left foot there for his first goal of the season. We've got a lot of firsts this episode, but you can see here yet again the intuition from McAvoy to give it to Bailey, using a bit of his pace to get past his man and slice it right into the bottom corner. Anyway, Xavier gives it off to McAvoy. Another brilliant pass from the midfielder to Clark. Gives it back to McAvoy, and a bit too much confidence there from the midfielder as he smashes it into the bleachers. Another chance for Morecambe here. It's on the hour mark as Clark turns, tries to get round his man, decides to come back. There's a nice little bit of dribbling there, and the defender blocks his shot and it goes out for a corner. Unfortunately, nothing came of it. Xavier there, nice little 1-2, passes off, and yet again, I don't know what's up with him at the moment, but his shooting's been quite slack. Anyway, McAvoy here, caught out at the back. His overconfidence maybe. Charles Cook tries to find Mandron there, but Fagan comes out and collects the ball. And that means that we do draw our last game in this episode 1-1 with Gillingham. Okay, another good episode in the books there. You can see in the table we are third, 1 point off the top, and we have a potential title decider or even promotion decider in the first game of next episode. And also, to add on to that, it's a derby against Accrington, so make sure to tune in for that. But anyway, back onto this episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like down below. I hope you're enjoying this series, and if you are, make sure to subscribe to the channel because there is a lot more content coming soon. But anyway, that's it for this one. I will see you in a bit.